It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard.
Yo, good morning, boys and girls. How are we feeling? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Say what's up in the chat, like the stream. You guys know the drill. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Say good morning. What's up, MG, Trek, Brian, Wolf Dubai, Nika, good morning. What's up, Half Man Century, Reiner, Taking In, good morning. Levert, Muhammad. Big Head Reef, Wolf Dubai, Crystal, Nisha, Jacob, Michael, Mathport, Catherine. Good morning, boys and girls. Hey, grab yourselves a hot cup of Joe. Take your shoes off and stay a while, would you? Cheers, boys and girls. Oh, that's good. That is good stuff, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in. We got, let's see here, just about 1 minute to market open. We'll go ahead and dive into these charts, boys and girls. And government shutdown is still upon us. So no news do we really have to worry about. Obviously, there was no news yesterday or today anyway. FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow. And unemployment still tentative for tomorrow. We got Powell speaking tomorrow. And consumer sentiment on Friday is the only news event that is not tentative. So, yeah, man, we are what? Are we coming up on a week now into this shutdown? What did we shut down last week? Wednesday, right? So I think we're coming up on a week now of this government shutdown. Market is opening up here in 10 seconds. The only thing that I will point out, I guess, right now on the higher time frames is just that we're at all-time highs. We've traded up above the all-time high one more time here on ES and NQ overnight. So now we see price pulling back down into the range. So highs have been taken. You can see the hourly candle closures currently, or I should say the hourly candle formations right now. We got 30 minutes left on this hourly candle, but you can see the rate above highs and now pulling back down into this range. Let me look at the 4-hour. 4-hour, is anything significant here? The only thing I see on the 4-hour is the potential inversion on ES, but it's not a very significant gap, but a gap nonetheless. That's really all I see here on this time frame. Looking at the daily, this is what we look like on the daily chart. We've traded up from a daily fair value gap. Yesterday we got a daily. We didn't close above the previous day high, but still a nice closure above this candle body here. So would expect this to hold as some, find some support off this down close candle here from October 3rd and see if we just continue the rally up would be kind of the idea off this daily 4-hour. Again, not really much here to speak on. Hourly, yeah, not really any. We've kind of made everything pretty efficient. Immediate rebounds here on the previous hour, and then the push up through the high. Yeah, interesting here. We have left Asia low on NQ, but we took it out on ES. So we have an SMT divergence at these lows. If you guys can see that right here. ES took it out here. NQ has not. So SMT divergence with that. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's a little bit trickier, I guess, but it's all-time high price action. So maybe the default is just stay bullish, boys and girls. I haven't looked at the poll in the chat, but I can imagine it's bullish. How did I guess? Psychic with this shit, I guess. 46% bullish in the chat. 46% bullish in the chat. Market opened up 2 minutes ago here. We'll scale in here a little bit. Looking at the 15, we are trading down into some bullish fair value gaps here. Got a nice rebalance on this move here at open. Yeah, I feel like lately the mood the mood of the market seemingly has been honestly like a move in a nice directional move at opening bell and opening range, and then it's like 10 a.m. I don't know about you guys or how you guys are feeling about silver bullet hour in the last like week or so. I feel like silver bullet hour has been like the worst hour that you could trade during New York session, AM or PM session, the last like week and a half. I don't know if you guys agree with that sentiment or if that's just me, but it definitely has seemed that way. Oh, yeah. Nika says, drop that shit. Anyone short after all-time high? I'm sure there's definitely some people that are short after all-time high, yes. We have, again, you can see the discrepancy between NQ and ES currently. NQ wanting to get the sell-off coming in here. ES holding a little bit more strength at the moment. Worst hour, definitely, literally. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I definitely, yeah, 10 a.m. is kind of usually, obviously, the bread and butter here for New York session, or New York AM session, that is, but it's just been, we just get chopped. We get, like, no movement at all. Like, even yesterday, the move higher didn't really come in until, like, 11 a.m. So, yeah, silver bullet hour has just been pretty hectic. A lot of just surviving chop. If you're in a position, you got to just end up holding it. Yeah, just a lot of high resistance, really, I guess. Hands get sweaty on all-time high sell. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, man. What's up, K-Van Cham? What's up, Gerald? But yeah, it's always interesting too when we get these moves like, you know, overnight that are just pretty much one-sided. Obviously, it's nice that we've retraced a little bit before the open and then we've got this rebalance. Makes it a little bit easier to just keep staying on the long side, I would say. But in a general sense, not in an all-time high condition, it's like generally you would almost look for this to just be a Judas swing all the time, and then you'd want to see this Asia low get purged. And then this would kind of be your accumulation, manipulation, distribution, power of three. But the idea, I'm not going to lie, the idea of shorting kind of worries me. I won't lie to you. As you guys know, I had to tell myself I was deleting the sell option from my trading plan for the indefinite near future, and then we caught a banger sell on Friday. Banger sell was caught on Friday in the PM session. I don't know if you guys ended up catching that or not, but it was honestly needed after the week we had. Things were not looking so hot. Did not go live yesterday, John. You know, just got up. Obviously, it was a no news Monday, so I didn't know if I was going to stream or not to begin with. But, yeah, and I woke up, checked the charts. I'm just like, meh. I just didn't like the way that it looked. So then I said, you know what? Let me just chill. Did you guys trade? Did you guys trade yesterday? Let me know how you guys did. How did we do yesterday if we traded? Very little red folder news at the moment. What I've noticed is the market either pumps in a direction from 9:30 to 10:30, or we just get chopped. DeLucas, I feel like that is something that we could, I feel like we could maybe say that almost every day, no? It pumps in a direction from 9:30 to 10:30, or we get chopped. Yeah, I would say those are kind of the two options, right? Either it moves a lot or it doesn't move a lot. So yes, I do agree. I do agree. Paris did good. Trade took a buy, held position for 1 hour and got stopped out. Oh, so you held, oh shit. Yeah, the shorts ended up getting squeezed out yesterday. yet again. 3RR open short. I will say it's impressive to get the shorts at all-time high markets. Tyler, it's like you do much better trading PM session. I have done a lot better trading PM session in the last like week. Last week for sure. It's almost like in the last week, if I take a trade during AM session, it's just I'm basically setting myself up for trading out of a hole in the PM session. One loss, one win. W put me in green, so a solid, very nice. Up 2.5 R yesterday. Listen-ins. You need to stop coming in here and saying stuff like that, because my future wife might be watching. And listen, if you steal my future wife from me, I'm not gonna be happy. At least you have better context in the PM when we are at all-time highs. First payout, nice. Congrats, Wolf. Can I stream for PM session? Maybe. What do I pay attention to? I mean, I pay attention to all the same stuff track. I'm basically just looking at what's getting respected, what's getting disrespected. You know, are we trading up like right now on the hourly time frame and the 4 hour? I kind of said it was a little bit tricky of a read because you can't really see anything that we're trading into necessarily, other than the fact that we've traded above this all-time high. You know, you could look to the left and find these inversions. Like on the hourly, you can see that we've traded back down kind of into this inversion here. I mean, but that's really about it, right? You have to kind of scale in, then you find this 15-minute that we're currently finding support at, right? So for me to want to become a bear, it's like, just to be a little bit more safe, you'd want to see this fail, for at least for me. Like, I would want to see this fail, right? Create an inversion here, and then look for that continuation towards, oh my god, terrible drawing, but look for that continuation after that point. Until this fails, though, it's like there's no reason to flip bearish. In my opinion. Otherwise, let's see, 930. So this is our first presented gap here. Range isn't necessarily too big right now. And then, yeah, being at all-time highs, the other challenge that it creates is if you obviously are hopping in longs, you kind of have to, you know, choose wisely your take profits. You don't really have obviously liquidity levels to go off of. It's all price discovery. So find yourself a lot of times using projections, or at least I do. We are already up over 2 standard deviations of Asia range. I think we've hit close to 3 on ES. It's just been lopsided, right? It's just been straight up. So many suspension blocks? No. Is there a lot of sus blocks? Remind me, the sus block is a order block with a volume imbalance, correct? So many sus blocks. Listen, I don't know if I get, you know, I don't even know if you can trust these sus blocks on the 1 minute. On both sides? Oh, okay. Do they have to be on both sides? It has to be suspended volume imbalance on both sides of the block. Is that correct? We do have this bullish breaker here on the 1 minute. We'll see if this wants to hold or if we get another drive lower here. Not at anything at the moment. What's up, Gaming Ace? I'm doing well. How are you? Somebody already created an indicator for sus blocks. Did they really? That's funny. Should I look it up? Suspension block, right? ICT suspension blocks. Oh, baby. Let's check this shit out. What? This is a suspension block? I see the volume imbalances, but why is this a suspension block? Is it just because of this breaker here? Check the 5. What the? It looks like it's just like marking out volume imbalances, isn't it? Am I retarded? What? Scam. Get off my chart. With a fair value gap. Oh, okay. Listen, you guys kept that out of the description then. It's just a candle with 2 volume imbalances. Oh. Just any candle with 2 volume imbalances. Any candle is a suspension block. So yeah, this would be a suspension block here. Oh my god, guys. A suspension block and a bullish breaker block? We're going to the fucking moon. There's just no way it can't go to the moon, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, suspension block. Oh my god. If a breaker and a fair value gap is a unicorn model, what would be a breaker and suspension block and fair value gap? What would that be? Instead of a unicorn model. God. Makes you wonder how ICT comes up with some of these names, don't it? You think he asked ChatGPT for like, give me a name? Dragon model, pterodactyl model, Israel model. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. The Nancy model. All right, we traded back down to first presented fair value gap here. We have evidently disrespected this suspension block here. Might see another drive lower coming in. New 15-minute candle. The wicks be wicking right now, guys, on the 15. The wicks be wicking. Well, not every time frame, technically, actually. PA is worse than yesterday. Well, today just started. We'll see. Give it a chance, man. Give it a chance. Unless it's failed, then it's a... Oh, yes. Well, I think I've traded that model before, Reaper. Yeah. I've definitely traded this model before. Yeah, I've traded that before. Absolutely. The back shots model. Oh, wow. I'll say maybe could play this if we got this nice closure and a change in the state back above here, but we can see it wicking back down now. So no trade on this at the moment. If we do end up getting long here, like I said, probably going to be looking to use projections. This would be obviously a much shorter, yeah. You really go here. Something like that. See if we get something like this. Not in anything at the moment, though. Macro beginning in a minute. Looks like chop, yeah. If we get chop, we'll try to, you know, hopefully we can stay safe and avoid any unnecessary losses. But, I mean, as of right now, I just want to stay and just really just stay on side with all-time high trading here and see if we get more movement higher. I mean, again, not going to look for bearish opportunities to short until something like this gets ran through, to be honest, on the 15-minute. So interesting here. So NQ pushing up, ES making a drive potentially for this low right now. Oh, shoot. Let's push up. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to give this long a try with one here. Macro just started. Change in state of delivery back above this. Series of down close candles. Finding respect off first presented fair value gap. And this breaker and suspension block. We'll see if we got any follow through to the upside here or not. Bill is 246. Oh, no. ES with the drive below this low. So SMT here at the low. What might stop be here? I'm going to go stop at this low here. Give this a little room. I'm only in one. 28-point stop here. This is where the SMT is, so thought process here is we could maybe raid this low here and hold this low here and then see the move up. We'll see. Morning. What's up, Swayze? We'll see if we get this to hold here. It will hit. Listen, I hate when people in the chat say stuff like that. That's usually exactly when I get stopped out. My TP is based off of a projection. So I just basically projected from this low to this high. 1 standard deviation above here. I mean, could even go just like this is where you can kind of get, it's really up to you, right? You could just do static risk to reward as well, right? Like you could just do like 2R. There's really no wrong answer. It's all price discovery at all-time high, so it's like whatever floats the boat, really. Could use time-based stops as well, right? Obviously, kind of want to see a move in the macro here as well. So, you know, like if we were up here around 2R and it was end of the macro, maybe you just take it off so you don't have to sit through a retracement. Mersal says, your stop loss is my first TP. Wow, I've never heard that before, actually. I don't think anyone's ever said that in my YouTube live chat before. That was very original. All right, back a little above entry here. New last 5-minute candle here of the hour coming in. All right, gonna go break even at this recent high. There we go. All right, guys, break even. Mersal, let me know if you're getting stopped out on your short. Thanks for playing. Didn't even need to increase my stop. I ended up not purging this low here. It got close, though. It got real close. We'll see if there's any follow through, though. I'm not going to get too fucking excited in this market. I mean, look at the 5-minute right now. I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking nasty. McNasty. That's what we used to call your sister. Sorry, too far. Yeah, we can't get fucking through this 5-minute here. Struggling. Break even. Break even on that, guys. For me, if you guys are still holding, good luck. Maybe me and Mersal will both be right, but hope we got stopped out. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Mersal. I take it back. I take it back, Mersal. Hit your stop loss. It hit my stop loss too, but it hit mine at break even. Rich today, boys. Absolutely. I'm absolutely breaded up to the fucking eyeballs. 14 bucks, 19. One of them's just $4. I don't know how that happened, but absolutely breaded. If it holds, I guess. I don't know. You can see this is... I'm okay playing a little defense. So stop at break even on this. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to replay it either. I don't think so. Yeah, again, I think I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay patient. I don't want to flip short either. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, if this just fails, this I should just short this. I don't know. I'm not feeling that either. Yeah, I mean, I could see if we could inverse this on the 15, I would be totally open to trying shorts, maybe down to Asia lows. But really, until then, I don't know if that really makes a whole lot of sense. Well, not that it didn't make sense, it's just riskier. The only logic you would really have to go off of would be like this, right? It would be basically the fact that from today's range, from New York midnight to right now, we're in a relative premium. I mean, that's really all you're going off of, though. I don't know. What are we doing, chat? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Went long, got stop break even already, so just trying to avoid the chop here. I did the same thing yesterday morning. If you guys saw the executions yesterday in the morning, I did look for longs yesterday morning as well, but I just was trying to avoid chop, so I was going break even at recent highs, and you know, if we get big retracements, I was okay getting taken out break even. Break even's better than a stop, boys. Break even's better than a stop. What do I think of the 2025 financial markets? Absolute scam. Absolute scam. If you started trading for the first time in 2025, God rest your soul. Definitely, definitely harder than if anyone in here has traded at all, you know, 2022, 2023, 2024. And you can just, you don't even really even need to go back and look at it, but it's been trickier for a number of reasons. We got another, and we're in another new condition that a lot of us probably have never experienced, which is the government shutdown. ES just continuing to find some weakness here. But yeah, been a lot of firsts, right? So, I mean, tariffs, obviously, the beginning of the year. We've been at all-time highs, like, 3 different times now. So, you know, all-time high action from the beginning of the year, then tariffs hit, and then we get a V-shaped recovery after a over 20% crash in the markets. With some individual blue chip stocks being over 50% off their all-time highs from that. It's just been crazy. It's been wild. A lot of things unpredictable, a lot of manipulation, manual intervention. CT says delivery is mad clean. Fucking so true. This delivery is awesome. I love this delivery. It actually doesn't get better than this. If you aren't smacking final target take profits, and I don't know what I mean, if you can't hit payouts in these conditions, you're just cooked. You know what I mean? These conditions, it doesn't get better than this. It doesn't get better than this. This is the best it's ever going to be. And if you can't figure it out in this, just give up on trading. It is just because it's it. It's it. This is the cleanest. This is the best it'll be forever and always. But seriously, at what point do we take the rest of the year off? Who's ready for a little vacay? Anybody? If price reverses, are you shorting? I'm not shorting until this 15-minute gets disrespected, right? It would look something. This is the 15-minute gap here. So yeah, I would have to see displacement down. I would have to then see price come back up. Something like that. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just not really worth it at all-time highs here to just try to anticipate bullish PD raise to fail. That just feels like a good way to get fucked. Excuse my language. And I'm reminding myself that we don't necessarily need... I know Asia low looks really, really clean on NQ, but we've taken it out on ES. We have SMT divergence down here, so it's not like it absolutely needs to come here. All right, so we just took out the low here. That. Obviously SMT here as well. A 50-minute candle close doesn't close for 10 minutes. So this is what we're looking for here. If I'm gonna look for shorts. Biden PA better than Trump PA. So true. So true. It has to rebalance at some point. Famous last words. I'm tired of being a broken record saying that. It has to rebalance at some point, right? Nope. Wrong. Oh man. That's true. It will rebalance at some point. When that is, only God knows. Only God and Nancy know. All right, let's clean some of this up. The long is going to come back in here. 15 minutes, still holding. The 5 minute. Anything on the 30? Yeah, I'm getting the inversion here, but hey boys, let's try it. I'm gonna try this long again on NQ off this inversion for value gap on the 1. 26-point stop. Go for like a 2R above this high. Yeah, the wick's on the 15. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. We are coming up on the end of the macro. A lot of you guys really want to short. Go short them. I see longs, but I don't know. I've been wrong before. You know, I hope that price doesn't totally die. Like, oh, price doesn't just totally just chop here for the next 40 minutes. Macro is it's a 20-minute window around the top of an hour. So it's the last 10 minutes of an hour and the first 10 minutes of the new hour that follows it. So, like 9:50 to 10:10, it's 10:10 right now. So the 10 a.m. macro is ending. So sometimes you do get really slow, choppy price action all the way up until like 11 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at this, the 5 looks good. Obviously, the 15 still looks good for longs. Yeah, I just never seen a reason to flip short here. So we'll see. Right now, targeting 2R. Static risk reward. Up to the current high of day, we've got like a 1.3R, 35 points. Yeah, it's a 1R at this high. All right, we're trading up into this rejection on the hourly, this wick. I'm gonna go ahead and protect now. If I get stop break even, I'm just afraid that this ends up going sideways for the next 40 minutes. Might go get a refill here soon. Might go get a refill here soon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm okay getting stop break even on this just because, I mean, we're outside the macro now. So if we just fucking stay in this range, I'd rather just not hold this and anything could happen. Did end up trading into an hourly gap here as well. Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, another break even for me. Two break even on the long, two break evens on the long attempts here. Like I said, it could, I mean, it could still hold this. You know, there's a gap down in here. Maybe we trade back into this and it does hold and we go higher. It's just a little bit more high resistance. I'm okay with, I'm okay with, I'm more okay with this than I would be just holding this and then I get stopped out. So two break even attempts there in the 10 a.m. macro. That's all right. You can see we haven't fucking done anything really. This is the range we're in. So sorry. You guys are still holding, I guess. Good luck. If you don't mind, I'm gonna excuse myself here and get a refill of a hot cup of Joe. Mm-hmm. Good stuff there, boys. Hey, don't touch that dial. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Should I give you guys an ICT audio while I'm gone? Probably should. I think I'm gonna need about 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. All right, guys. You sit tight. I'll be back in like 2.5 minutes.
You are learning how to master money, not be a slave to it. And in the beginning, any small victory is what you feel like you need to keep pressing forward. And some of you, unfortunately, want to do that prematurely with trades. I just need that little affirmation, that little nudge. This is going to work for me. I know he said don't push a button. I know he said don't trade, but I have to. Michael, if you could just feel what it feels like to be inside this skin of mine. I got to wake up every day and do this dumb shit and make no money. I'm in a country that doesn't make any fucking money, and I'm in an impoverished nation. I didn't have a father. I didn't have a mother. You know, I can't get a job with my college degree. I dropped out of college. I couldn't afford it. My mom and dad don't do this for me. Look, listen. All that stuff may be true. I had everything stacked against me. Everything. I had no pedigree that had money before me. I had no advantages where people could help me get into certain things, fall into certain, perfect scenarios for jobs. I didn't have any of those advantages. I didn't have this, where somebody's whipping my ass into shape when I'm doing stupid shit. Get me back on the rails. Keep me focused. Let me tell you something. My feelings would not have been fucking hurt because this is exactly how my grandfather talked to me. And I miss it. I wish I could hear that Navy man whip my ass and get your head in the fucking game. Focus on this. What are you looking at that shit for? This is what you're supposed to be focused on right now. Yes, sir. I didn't have that when he passed away. He didn't see me do this. You have someone in me that proves that we can do this consistently. I'm teaching you how to do it. I'm giving you a mindset, a way of thinking about it, how to conquer your demons, wrestle with them, pin them, beat their fucking ass. But you have to show up and do everything I tell you to do. And everything I tell you not to do, you need to keep it away.
You have to submit to your own development. If it takes you 6 years, so what? Where else are you going to be in 6 years? At least you know where you're going. At least you're moving towards that goal. I'm a break-even trader, Michael. I can't make any money. It's pissing me off. You know what I see? That's opportunity. Because if you're not losing money, you're consistently staying around the unchanged mark, you got what it takes. You have what it takes.
Adversities are always going to be there in anything you do. How you deal with them, how you think about them, how you give them power and authority over you. That's the deciding factor, whether you succeed or fail in overcoming them. But you can't hide from them. You can't pretend they don't exist. You fucking identify them, point them out, and say, your ass is out of here, motherfucker. You don't
Out
get
of here,
to stay here no more.
Mm-hmm.
You attack it.
All right, we're back, boys. We're back. We're back. Everybody jumped off as soon as they went on break. Fuckers. Fake friends. I'm gonna hang on. Actually, I'm gonna check this. I want to see. I'm going to see this, boys. How many people jumped off here during that? Oh my gosh, boy. We lost 200 people. 200 people we lost while I was grabbing a new cup of coffee. I am not in this, by the way, boys and girls. I am not in this. This is just a long tool. I got stop break even on this. But because 200 people hopped off, let's run a quick giveaway with the people that did not jump off. I fucking love this shit, bro. I love this shit. I fucking love this shit. I absolutely love this shit. Let's go 5 minutes. Number of winners, we'll do 50K growth. Yeah, you guys know the vibes. If you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord, boys and girls. 5 minutes. Oh, something went wrong. There we go. There we go. Dismiss that. Oh, shit. Hang on. It created 2 of them. All right, guys. If you want to enter the giveaway, just come into the Discord here and click this little, whatever this button is. Let me know if you guys, let me know if this is working, by the way, chat. No entry so far. That's a little strange. You cannot enter or leave a comment giveaway. Is it working? Is it working? It says giveaway already ended. Oh, okay. Hang on. We'll start a new one. All right. I guess I deleted the wrong one. That's my bad. Hold the phone, chat. DK growth. Can't forget the eggplant. All right. Work this time. There we go. All right, guys. 5 minutes till we pick a winner. If you're not in the Discord, the link is in the description. Otherwise, I'll drop it in the chat here one more time. So hop in the Discord here. Oh yeah, get some reactions going. Give a reaction as soon as you voted, boys and girls. As soon as you've placed a vote, go ahead and give a reaction of your choosing. There you go. But this is why you don't jump off. I'm specifically almost looking for these opportunities at this point where as soon as like a big flux of people just jump off for whatever reason after a trade ends or whatever the case, it's like That's when I'm gonna do the giveaways. That's the best, right? It rewards the true OGs of the channel, does it not? Don't you guys think that's? And then for those of you guys that do stick around, you guys got better odds then. Like 200 people literally jumped off. It's your birthday, Bismillah. Happy birthday, Bismillah. It was my birthday yesterday. I know it. I know it. Fucking getting old, chat. We're getting old. Son of a bitch. This time just keeps on ticking. If I don't win, it's a scam. So true, dude. You know, Mercel, you want to see a scam? It doesn't even let me enter. Oh, never mind. I guess it did. Oh, dude, I hope I win. Oh, if I win, I ain't doing the giveaway again. No, it's mine. It's mine. It's all mine. Unusual join activity. What? You guys are telling me you weren't in here already? Giveaway in 3 minutes, boys. Giveaway in 3 minutes. Yeah, if anyone thinks these giveaways are a scam, it's definitely Nika. She can't. She's just like, what is fucking going on here? Can't win a giveaway to save my pocket. Yo, this NQ 15-minute chart is nasty. ES is weak. ES is selling. NQ though, oh my gosh. You dirty birdie, bro. Dirty birdie. Thank you, taking it. Reflex, never ask a woman her age. Identify as no, I don't identify as that, but I identify as non-binary Tyler Huddleston. You deserve the giveaway because you're from Africa. That's a new one. NQ gonna make you switch to ES? Oh my god. Honestly, it's not even a bad idea. I mean, you got people like, I feel like a lot of people are starting to trade gold now as well because they're just like, they're just over it with NQ. They're just, NQ is on one daily. All right, guys. In a minute, we're gonna have the giveaway winner. Had to run the giveaway quick so that way the people that jumped off couldn't hop back in and benefit. Shall we switch to ES? I mean, you guys can switch to ES if you want. Don't let me stop you. But maybe we should, though. I mean, yeah, ES shorts is looking good right now. What it's reaching for, though, I mean, we've already purged Asia low, so I think that's going to be high resistance. I don't know if we're going to get that. All right, guys, we got a winner in 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The winner is... I thought it wasn't going to work for a second. Dilly Prasad Bagaj. I mean, congrats, Dilly. Congratulations, Dilly. Oh, what's that? Is that a Bud Light commercial? Dilly. Congratulations, Dilly. I'll give you a clap. Dilly, if you're watching, hop over to the ticket section here and make a ticket. I will get you a code later on. Congrats, Dilly. Congrats, Dilly. Now we're getting some movement lower here as well on NQ finally. 15-minute close in 2 minutes. It is coming up on 10:30 here. Are we gonna finally get this 15-minute inversion? Or not? Is the question. Tyler isn't scammer. Another Tyler burner account one. Yeah, I'm hey. Listen, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. It's rough out here in these streets, boys. Gotta do whatever I can. 10:30 incoming chat. I just can't believe 200 people hopped off because I went and grabbed coffee. That's crazy. Either that or they're all just like, F this, I ain't trading. Man. Yeah, man, how are we feeling, guys? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody done so far today? I've gotten 2 break-even trades, both long attempts. Both long attempts. Maybe we see this flip for lower finally confirming on NQ here on the 15. We did just get this inversion finally. So let's watch this. It is 10:30, new 30-minute candle. We still have this hourly gap. Is this? Hang on. Yeah. We still have this hourly gap, so maybe this 15-minute won't mean shit. You can see the hourly candles right here. I'm not in anything right now. No. Just chilling. $1K drawdown unfunded. I'll get a win one of these days. That's true, Harmon. I believe you will. I do believe you will. Do a duck race? I don't even know how to do a duck race. I remember once you said that you don't like to buy at all-time high. Why did you change your mind? I mean, it's not like, it just feels counterintuitive. That's why all-time high trading is a little bit tough, because it's like you'll trade through a high, so you'll obviously naturally look to entertain shorts, but then it's just like we'll immediately disrespect a bearish PD array and then just continue higher. It's tough, right? So it feels counterintuitive is all when you're at all-time highs. But it's also just one of those things where it's like your stubbornness will get you hurt, and you know, try not to fight the, I guess, not to make it too simple, but try not to fight the trend, I guess. Marco, just keep running you over to the downside, or I should say to the upside, actually. Now we're gonna get this. Like, this is, yeah, I don't know. Another move lower here. About to get this inversion, maybe. So hang on here. The suspension block is any candle with a volume imbalance on either side of it, huh? Volume imbalance here. Is this a volume imbalance? Looks like it. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I didn't save it. Really? Guess not. Apparently, I don't know what a suspension block is. Any candle with... Interesting. Any candle. Hitting a couple 5-minute suspension blocks. Oh, big fat 10-minute suspension block. Can't believe nobody was looking at that. Unreal. Oh, 15-minute suspension block here, boys. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh. Good old sus block. Makes it nice to be a streamer because now I just have more names of PD arrays I can say is why I'm taking a trade. Guys, we got a unicorn breaker fair value gap, SMT liquidity sweep, inversion fair value gap with a suspension block. You guys are gonna be like, oh my god, we have fucking 8 confluences. Full port. Oh man. Well, we'll see here, boys. 15 minutes. In all reality, probably got 15 minutes to kill here. What's up, Bronson? How you doing? 20 confluences? Yeah, if you don't got at least 15, it's not A+. Sniper entry. The perfect entry in the wrong direction, huh? The model's name is the Dragon. I will say half the battle's probably coming up with names. Holy shit. Oh, humana. Yeah, NQ is catching up finally to ES a little bit here. Oops. But yeah, I mean, for me, this would be pretty much confirming then. Obviously, still got the element of time to worry about here, but this would be confirming maybe a move to 122. Take out that Asia low. When it comes in all at once. What's the count of PD arrays now? 80. I don't know actually. What is the count for how many PD arrays we have? Does anybody know? The PD what is it called? The PD array matrix? Is that right? Is that the right name? Yeah, how many are we at now? I want to wait for bare minimum this 15-minute closure. I'm thinking 6 minutes left. I just don't like where we're at in relation to time right now. 10:38. He has 89. Oh, that was a real number. TJG says 152. I don't know if that's made up or not. Where's the 1 to 7 R's? 1 to 7 R's. We don't get out of bed for for less than 1 to 10. Haroon says longs incoming. Even though it's falling, how could someone press the sell button in such bullish conditions? Sometimes it's fun to fade the market. Nika goes, I'm here. New day opening gap Monday, October 6th. ... Nice. Yeah, but what about let me see if I could just find a random level. Yeah, but like what about consequent encroachment of this 1 hour gap? What about consequent encroachment of this 1 hour gap from Friday, October 3rd? What about that? You forgot about that, didn't you? It's crazy that some of you guys haven't marked out the 4th standard deviation from Christmas last year. Actually, I mean, the fact that you haven't marked that out on your chart tells me everything I need to know about you as a trader. Got to study more. I will say these 50% levels have been slapping, boys. My trade Friday, I'll go over real quick while we got some time here. This 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes. Did anybody catch the shorts on Friday, by the way? Let me know if anybody caught the shorts on Friday. Let's see. This was yesterday. Let's see. Friday. Sunday. Yeah, this was the short Friday for me. And just look at this. I think I had marked out this high. This was literally my short entry on Friday. We got this big sell-off, aggressive here, basically at the beginning of PM session. And then we pull up. 50% was where my limit was, and my stop was above this gap here. And it just... Yeah, these 50% ranges have been slapping for entries. See it again here. Can you stream daily for PM session because we want to trade with you? Well, I don't know if that's a good enough reason. but never say never. Yeah, it probably was, TJ. That felt really good to get on Friday, to be honest, and then just be done. Yeah, 15-minute candle close in a minute. Macro starting soon. How are we feeling, chat? Are we liking 122 draw on liquidity here on NQ or no? Are we liking that draw? Or are we not liking that draw? Or is the hourly OB going to be as low as we go? Haroon's looking for longs. Manny says, I enjoy admiring the hair. Thank you, Manny. I want to see if gold will accept me because I'm tired of NASDAQ. Yeah, you will have to change your name then, NQ Trades. How do you feel about 24,978? We opened the weekly with a raw inefficiency. 24,978. 24,978. How do I... Oh. Yeah, we hit this on ES yesterday. I was looking at this yesterday. ES traded into this. We could see... Yeah, we could see maybe NQ come for this, yeah. The one thing that was interesting about this, let's check this. The one thing that was interesting about this range, and this was something that was a little bit like my OCD was kicking in, is the fact that I don't think we hit equilibrium here. Yeah, no, we did not. So when we got this retracement finally on Friday, we stopped short of this equilibrium. We didn't hit it on ES either. So this kind of bugged me. And now it's like, okay, if we just extend this dealing range now, this, you know, we could see maybe even this low get purged. Or ES will probably win to this low, right? So maybe even get SMT. So yeah, very possible. Maybe NQ reaches for this, and then this is the SMT that forms, right? But yeah, ES should win to that low, I would think. Maybe. Yeah, most likely. All right. 47. 47 right now. Macro beginning in a few minutes. Still staying patient on this. My draw for lower, if I do go short, is going to be that 122. Plenty of room. I would just hate more than anything to like, okay, we're at this hourly OB. You guys can see it here. We're at this hourly OB, and like hypothetically, if this, you know, in the last 10 minutes or something, we get back above this hourly gap and then close. I mean, it looks bullish again. You know, it looks like a better long. So I'm just not touching anything right now. I suck at the 1 minute, but RR in 5 minute also not good. Any advice? Any advice? Yeah, I mean, I get kind of tripped up on the 1 minute sometimes as well. Here's what I would say though. I would say RR, like RR is really not that fucking big of a deal. It's not as big of a deal as people want to make it out to be. It's not like you fucking need a 2, 3, 4R average to do well as a trader, especially not with prop firms. I think the statistics actually show that lower RRs seem to have the edge over higher RRs with props specifically. So I would say that don't make, if going to the 5 minutes exclusively and like just totally getting off the 1 minute would do wonders for your win rate, your psychology, your overall profitability. I mean, who gives a shit if you're barely over 1R? I mean, usually by the time, if you're going for like 2-3R and you're partialing, your average is getting, eaten up pretty quick anyway, right? So you might have a 2.5R, but if you partial, it might look more like a 1.6R. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't get too bent out of shape about, the R to R, the risk reward not being the sexiest. The reality is, like, obviously the bigger the win rate, or the bigger the risk reward, the lower the win rate will be. And it all comes down to psychology as well, right? A lot of people, some people can do well with a 50% win rate style. And then other people need a much higher win rate just so it doesn't fuck up their psychology. Some people, if they were losing half their trades, I mean, you would see a lot of tilting, emotional revenge trading, etc. as a result. Versus like, if you won 7 out of 10 on average. So it's really, I mean, a lot of variables at play there. Part of it is your own psychology. No cookie cutter right or wrong way necessarily. Macro coming in here, and we're seeing the sell-off continue. All right, let's see. Check the 5. Yeah, if this can just kind of continue and not just sweep these lows, I would expect this to hold and then maybe see continuation towards 122. That'd be a good draw for me. If not, if we just sweep this out and then we see the push back higher with some displacement, again, I still think the longs would look good there, especially based off of how this hourly could close. SMTing right now. Yeah, I agree, Andrew. If we want lower, we should inverse the 1 hour, leave the relative equal highs on the 1 minute, so that we can swipe those. Tap into the 1 hour IFEG, move lower. Yeah, Andrew, I like the cut of your jib. I like the cut of your jib. I do. I like the way you're thinking. I mean, I don't know. We're not really following through right now. Will the taper fade come? I mean, I do get a fade. Does it not look like it? I think that's actually what I get. Are you still feeling long? Wink, wink on NQ. I don't know. Right? Maybe. Right now, it's a toss-up. I was waiting for some bullish PD raise to fail to entertain shorts, and we've gotten that now. So I'm definitely open to shorting. When is bald coming? Hopefully never. Maybe after I get on a cycle. Where do you hang out nights? Where do I hang out nights? I don't know exactly how to answer that question, actually. Tyler, where do you hang out when the sun goes down? When the sun goes down, we'll be grooving when the sun goes down. Feeling alright when the sun shakes south over the water. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Come on, chat. Muted. But check your volume, Jolin. Although he probably didn't hear that either, did he? All right, bro. Try not to sing again. Chat hating for real. Modern Tech Life says, I've noticed that most traders are special, including me. So true. Oh my gosh, yeah, we actually probably are all on the spectrum, huh? You know, they say it's a superpower, though. Yeah. Those memes where it's like when your mom was pregnant with you and it shows like she's got a cigarette and a glass of wine in her hand, and then 15 years later it's you sitting at a computer looking at charts. Oh man. Will you do investigation? How always Indian? I think they just got the Ahmed. I think they just got they're tipping the scales with the numbers right now. That's got to be it. You know, it's just a numbers game. Hourly closes in 4 minutes. Kind of waiting to be convinced if I want a short or not. When the sun goes down, we'll be grooving when the sun goes down. Feeling alright. When the sun peeks down over the water. Didn't quite get back to 50% on that. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Whoa, what? Dude. Like, it's these wicks, bro. These wicks below the lows, and then we close. It's like hard for me to want to trust the shorts. Like, this is the only time we actually saw displacement below a low with a gap. London low. That's right above here, right? What is London at? London LAR is like 127. Feeling all right when the sun. Man, now that song's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Dilly, I already told you what to do in the Discord. Hopefully you saw it. I will get to it. I will get to it, Dilly. I see you. I see you in there, Dilly. Just hold your horses, Dilly. I'll get it to you later, man. I ain't gonna scam you, but don't push it. Don't push it. I got you, Dilly. Paris is currently in a long. trying to draw people into shorts so they all get stopped on the relative equal highs right here. I'm assuming, or are you talking, I mean, look at the shelf that we are building, you know, even at high of day. Hourly closes in a minute. This hourly fair value gap will obviously likely get inversed here. Yeah, I've just been kind of waiting for some displacement. Like, this has been kind of not convincing enough for me, if I'm being honest. So that's really it. What I've noticed is I know exactly where the market wants to go about 70% of the time, but I'm always stopped before it goes. I'm guessing to loosen stops and less size. Yeah, I mean, especially with NQ Anthony in New York AM session for sure. I mean, I feel like I can get away with more of like a quote unquote precise stop in the PM session. And I don't know if it's just there's a little bit more manipulation, a little bit more volume in the AM session. It's like you'll see sometimes, again, these ginormous ass wicks on NQ that will just fucking, you know, either take out a high or a low, and then it'll create an SMT with ES, or it'll just retrace like 98% of a leg, and then it will hold the high or the low and then sell off. So I've just found that in the AM session, if I'm going to get like stop hunted like that, it's, you know, that happens on like the AM session more so than the PM. But I know it's like, it's tough because you want to put your stop. Like, I'm the same way mentally when I'm looking at a chart and I see like, you know, fair value gaps, order blocks. Like, I'm trying to put my stop. I want my stop protected by these PD arrays. So sometimes I'll put my stop on the other side of that, but I won't put it at the high or the low. And then sometimes it'll still run me out and then hold the trade still. And that's pretty frustrating. So yeah, when I can, I try to remind myself to not be stingy with my stop. It is, you know, tough though. You always want like the best perfect entry. You want no drawdown. And I guess most importantly, you just want your stop in a place where if price goes to that stop, like the trade is just very low probability of playing out. And or just invalidated completely. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough, but that is something that I've noticed as well in the AM session with NQ. And you guys have witnessed it happen to me a couple times as well. So hard to be perfect, right? So new hour just opened up. New hour just opened up. Obviously the 15-minute closed as well. If you're looking at 15-minute PD arrays, another inversion here on the 15. I'm like, I'm not against shorting, but I just need to be like a little bit more confident in what I'm seeing currently. Like if I were to short, it would be entirely off of like the 15-minute and the 1 hour. finally some displacement below a low, though. Jeez. Jeez. London low is 127, Asia 122. Looks like where this run's just gonna come in. I don't know. This was gross. ES running the low right now. London low. Yeah, honestly, like the cleanest would have just been 15-minute. This inversion we talked about all morning on the 15. I'm gonna tell you right there. Dang. There she blows. There's London. Congrats taken in if you were still holding your short to London. And there's Asia. Man. Holy. Well, there's the short boys. Shit. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just wasn't super convinced with entries up in here. But when it rains, it pours. There she blows. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at this dumb, bro. I forget who said who called out this level 24,000. I guess it's actually 25,000. Dude, holy shit. Look at this. We are just knifing now. Oh my. Oh my god. Yeah. Called Asia low. I mean, I called Asia low as well, but I just didn't feel like I found a good entry. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was clean though. Those equal lows at Asia and London. But dude, look at this knife right now. Oh my god. Don't tell me crypto's dying too. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh shit, dude. Next low is 45. This is like Friday though. The Friday dump was just like this. And literally all I did was just 50% short and just keep it going. Yeah. Although I used the entire range. I don't know if that's... Bro. Is there news right now or something? Is there any headline at all? Or no? No. This is nuts. This is knucking futs. ES flipping daily gap. The volume imbalance. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say something and then all of a sudden have to eat my words in 24 hours. Bro, this is crazy. This is a crazy. Yeah, where's our new? Is this our new week opening gap right here? I think it is. Yes, sir. Friday, Sunday, yeah. Yeah, we hit the new week opening gap on ES yesterday. And then left it. Seem to be reaching for it right now on NQ. Seem to be reaching for it. I'm just obviously, you don't want to get too carried away with, like, you know, getting too aggressive, I would say, like trying to short this at this point down here. It's like you got to kind of wait for the retracement. But as long as like even like this low at 45 gets left, you still have a very high probability, you know, short to continue. At least to, at least to even like recent low, right? We'll see what we get here. I'm half-ass tempted to just slap a limit on this 50%, if I'm being honest. I'm tempted to just slap a limit. Let's see. I mean, yeah, like, and honestly do something like this. But I would say, you know, if we do see this drive here, at that point, like, I'm probably flipping more so longs again in the PM session, looking for retracement back up into this. Why did it do that? Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go sell limit here. 158. 50% of the range. And then look for continuation. Stop is above hourly, the current hourly candle high. This would be the mother of all wicks if this were to flip this candle. The mother of all wicks. Trying to catch the retrace? Yeah, I mean, good luck. I definitely think this would be high probability, hopefully, but yeah, I mean, I'm just like playing through scenarios in my head. Like if we see this, you know, like let's say if we just use this current hour range, and like right now we get this retrace. I guess I could be a little bit more precise with this. You know, if we just get like this hourly range, 50%, boom, we could see this low get purged and maybe new week opening gap. But then I think it just, you know, it makes the longs that much easier with a lot bigger range to work with as well. Going into later today, tomorrow. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, if we could get this retracement, slap this, bang, that'd be cool too. $160 billion worth of crypto longs liquidated in the last 60 minutes. I just love I love just seeing those numbers because it's just, bro, money is such a fucking crazy. It's just like a figment of our imagination. The amount of money that is in these markets is just crazy. Ain't it funny? Like we as humans, like individually, we just stress over like such small, insignificant amounts of money. Meanwhile, there's literally multi tens and hundreds of trillions of dollars just circulating at all points in time in these candlesticks. Can you stream for PM today? You've asked me like 18 times, Mehul. Yeah, no, I'm probably not streaming PM today. Anyway, yeah, hit the like button, boys and girls. Let's do a quick P&L check for now. I want to see where everybody's at for the day. I obviously was taking longs earlier, got stop break even on both of them. So yeah, let me know how you guys have done so far today, green, red, or flat. I do have a sell limit set here at 159. Just marked out from this swing high here on the 15. Didn't even use the whole range. Perhaps I could or should. It would make it even tighter. I liked this New York Midnight as well. It lined up here with New York Midnight and this range here. So that's the reason for the sell limit being set here currently. Right now, we are hitting the 50% of the current hourly range. So this current hourly range, we just hit 50%. We could see this just finish this off. And at that point, I'm basically bullish the rest of the day. Going into PM. Yeah, man, kind of disappointing shit. Like, fuck, you know, the whole morning I'm like, I'm going to be bullish until we flip this 15. And then it's like, we flip it here at 10:30, right? 10:30. And then we just kind of get, it was just kind of a fight in here on the lower time frames in here to kind of make it just unconvincing enough for me to be like, and not feel the need to play that to this Asia low. I mean, this was a clean draw. So if you guys, sounds like a fair amount of you guys were able to snag this. So It was clean that way. And we definitely outlined it. It was just, yeah, I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't bring myself to want to enter anything on that. So it is what it is, but we'll see what happens, man. 1 to 20 RRTP. I wish I had money to buy a funded. Haha. So Stormo is the 1 to 20 RR, was that paper trade? Was that demo? I will say this. For the people that say, because I've done this many of times, right? It's like, the people that say, you know, that they would trade a funded account or a live account the same way that they trade their paper account, it's just funny to think that is such a rookie mistake. You know, you might hold for 1 to 20 RR on a paper trade account, but I can promise you the way that you manage your live account or your funded account is not going to be the same. It just won't be. I've done it. I've been there paper trading where I'm like, oh, it's just paper, so let's just hold this and just see if it continues. But in the back of your mind, you're like, oh yeah, if this was real money, I would fucking close that shit. You know, at 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 or 1 to 4. Not trying to rain on your parade, Stormal. Down 1%. Could you make that money back for me? I'll try. Simply me, Allie. Plus 350. Are you doing PM stream? I don't know why you guys keep asking that. Anyone else sign into Tradeify? I'm signed in right now. Why are you targeting Asia low? Then S&P took it. Why are you targeting Asia low and S&P took it? Well, the move that was part of the reason for thinking we might not need to go there. But the SMT sponsored, the SMT had already sponsored the move up to new highs, and we're again 2 to 3 standard deviations on NQ and ES above Asia range high. So it's like, if we're gonna continue higher, like these bullish PD arrays have to hold, right? These are the bullish PD arrays that made the new high. So if they fail, like your eyes go to, okay, where are we drawing to next, right? So where's the opposing liquidity pool? And that is right here. So, the SMT already did its job here. And the funny thing about SMT, when it is put in and then it runs a high or it hits its objective, it's like usually the cleanest draw ever coming back the other way, because it was relative equal lows or highs that were left on one of the assets, right? So it's kind of like breakaway gaps. Like breakaway gaps, you might get left behind on a trade because of a breakaway gap. You're waiting for a retest of the fair value gap. Ends up being the draw coming back. See you tomorrow, Tyler. All right, man. See you, Anthony. 1 to 18 RR trade on USD JPY back then on demo. Yeah, no shit. Oh my gosh. Friggin' GJ, take a GBP JPY trade, set a limit order for London session, and then you wake up and it's you wake up and it's up frickin' 50R only because you were sleeping, and it just frickin' flew. Oh no. I don't know. I might just. What time is it? It's 11. Damn. I might just freaking leave the limit on, and I gotta run here in a little bit. But, I'll give this a couple more minutes, but I do gotta get going here soon. My plan though is, I'm thinking that I will leave this limit on until we at least trade to a new low. Like once we start trading through this external low here, this trade's pretty much dead to me. And I'll just wait and come back later and just see where we're at. Yeah, I don't even need that much. On 1 mini, this would be Good. But yeah. Otherwise, see if this could get picked up, and then we see the continuation. 15:30. Just looking through the time frames again here, quick. Yeah, I like this trade even on the hourly. I mean, stop above the hourly high, and then OB here protecting. But yeah, looking at the poll in the chat here, we got most of the chat is green, which you would kind of expect, right? Like even the longs that we took were break evens. So you know, if you ended up catching the short too, I mean, you're just you're breaded up right now. You're rich beyond belief. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, guys, I probably got to get going here. I'm going to leave this limit on. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we do have FOMC meeting minutes in the afternoon. I will be live back here tomorrow morning. Same time, same place, boys and girls. So, that will be the plan. But I'm going to leave this limit on, guys. If you guys, I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter and in the Discord. I'm going to leave this limit on here at 159. And I will delete it though if we trade to these lows. If ES or NQ takes out the low, I'm just gonna take the limit off and come back and check later. But for right now, I'll leave this on. It's set at 50% of the range in New York midnight, basically. So that is the logic with that, guys. But appreciate you guys. Hit the like button before you go. Hop in the Discord if you want. I'll keep you guys updated on what I do with this going into the rest of the day. But appreciate you guys. Hit the like button on your way out. If you want to get funded with Tradeify, use code Tyler, guys. Enjoy your Tuesday. I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning, 9:15 to 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace and love, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Tyler Trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ chart's on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracement to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler Trade's a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks. He's a millionaire.